Record video. Hello and welcome back to my channel and happy Sunday. I don't know, they had promised us a beautiful weekend this weekend, but somehow it got off the rails. It's still very cold here, windy and blustery, so hopefully spring will come along soon. So I thought I would pop in today and show you the first two layouts that I got done with April's How to Kill a Kit with Style kit. And if you will recall, I'm using up a lot of my older Shimelle collections, making room for Sparkle City, which should be on its way to me in the next day or so. It's my April Secret Not Secret Kit Club kit. So the two layouts that I've got done so far with the kit are brighter, bolder, and a lot busier than my normal style. It probably has something to do with me needing spring to be here. So there we go. So this first one, I used a sketch by Inky Quill by Adele on her Patreon channel as a jumping off point. The majority, well, basically all of these lovely little paper strips come from the sketch and her triple process on that. And then I sort of went off in my own way. I won't be showing you the sketch because it is on her Patreon page. But my first idea was really to use this paper, which is from the Go Now Go collection. And I basically had a 6x12 strip. And my first idea was to do one of my traditional sort of go-to designs using that either at the top or at the bottom. And somehow when I saw Adele's sketch, it was, okay, that is really what I want to do, because this photo is all about a quilt. So I don't have permission to show you these lovely people yet, so hence the little wood veneer that are there. So basically then I went in and I took strips and scraps from many of the, I think this is definitely Go Now Go. This is Little by Little. This is, these are the other sides. This here is the other side of this one. This is the B-side to this one. Then this is just a few little bits that I had left over from March's kit, the Amy Tangerine. This was a 6x6 that was left over from the March kit. And so what I did here, I just did different lengths, widths, and finishes at the end of a whole bunch of these scraps and paper strips, put them here. I popped a couple of them up on pop dots. This is way busier than Adele's lovely elegant style, but there you go. And then I decided that this actually came out quite a ways and this whole thing would be quite busy. So I mounted my photo on some of the paper, and then I just put Very Vanilla. This is Very Vanilla from Stampin' Up! That I used as my background here, just to sort of break up the pattern and so that the photo wouldn't disappear on all of these lovely papers. Then I did a little bit of a cluster here, a little bit of a cluster here, and then this is serving as both the third cluster and my title or subtitle cluster. So this is a quilt that was made for Canada's 150th birthday in 2007. And my friend here entered this into a competition and won Best of Show and first prize for this awesome, awesome quilt. Then I added these more circular shapes here just so that I would break up all of the blockiness. And I really wanted this maple leaf to shine here on this little cluster. A couple of little flare from Cuts to Love, my beloved little camera. And these punched circles just come from bits of the same papers that I've used throughout. This little piece of doily was in my scrap box, and these are my beloved Fitzgerald. And this is some Jelly Bean Soup Alpha beans that I had in my stash. And then I just finished it off with a little bit of Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine. I don't really know if it needed it. Tell me what you think, because I first of all thought it was finished before adding these little splatters, and then I felt that I needed the little splatters. I don't really know whether they add anything or if they make the page look dirty. Anyway, let me know what you think. So this is layout number 1 with my April How to Kill a Kit with Style. And then the next layout I got done, now this is really bright and colorful, very bright and vivid yellow here, which is not something that I use very often, certainly not as a main element on the background. But I just love how this came out, because it's just an everyday photo. When I was in Portugal, in Figueira da Foz, which is along the coastline, and I thought this was like really, really cool, because their firehouse is this lovely blue, and it's sort of like a lovely little building that you come across. And I thought that was kind of fun, you know, not staid and austere like a lot of the firehouses would be. So I thought I would make a very, very colorful picture to go along with it. So this paper here is from Glitter Girl. This lovely little strip here, I can't remember if this is from Little by Little or Glitter Girl. I don't think it's Little by Little, because I was looking at the 6x6 paper pad and it's not in there. So maybe it's Glitter Girl. If you know exactly which one it is from, let me know. Then I have this one, which is from Little by Little. And then I had quite a large piece of this gorgeous paper. And this morning I was in a very quiet mood with my little coffee, and I just fussy cut all of these flowers, and I love it. I spent half an hour, maybe a little bit more, watching a couple of YouTube videos, catching up on some YouTube this morning, and fussy cutting. So there you go. Then I matted the photo here on a piece of Poppy Parade cardstock from Stampin' Up, which matches this beautiful tomatoey, corally red beautifully. And you see, it's not like it's not a bright, bright red, but it still goes very well here, and it maybe just even tones it all down a little bit. These lovely aquas. Then from my kit, I used some wood buttons that I had taken from the kit. Some chipboard that I had in the kit as well. So this one, I really feel that I did do justice to the April Kill a Kit with Style kit. Oh, there's a little one there. I don't know where that goes, but here, we'll just put it over here for now and then put it away. These are from the Vicky Bouton Field Notes, these lovely enamel words. These are the black ones, and then I took a couple just so that I would have black in more than one place so that it wouldn't be too heavy. Right here, I put a few of those little pieces there. And then to sort of just contain and frame the photo even more, I put Firehouse up here, one of a kind, because that is exactly what it is. And the date here, 2006, which brings a little bit of the red from the top. And then I went into my stash because I hadn't really pulled any sequins for this kit. And I went in and I got the Spiegel Mom Scraps Because You Love Me sequin mix. And they have, although everything here, if you look at this, it looks it looks hot pink and very pink. But you see, if you look closer here, it does sort of have that corally, reddish, tomatoey red colors. So I just picked up quite a few, scattered them about. Looks beautifully random, don't you think? Scattered them about and put them on the layout so that it sort of just, you know, frames the whole thing. So at the end, I am really chuffed with this layout. These are not, this is way brighter and bolder than I usually do, but I just love it. So there you go, my first 2 layouts with April Killikit with Style. Please go down, follow all my friends below, go see what they're up to. Either their kit shares from last Monday, if you haven't been able to catch up with that, or some of the processes. A couple of my friends have already done some process videos with their April kits. So see you again soon. Thanks for being here. Bye.